Alrighty guys, there we are, continuing with this Iron Fortress campaign. Now I've scheduled 3 more pre-planned gas flights, because gas is definitely something very important to the troops on the ground, and we've determined already that those guys with the 3rd Mechanized Battalion are our top priority friendlies that we have to protect. We've already determined also that the highest threat to those, as far as ground movers go, are those 2 troop concentration to the north of them. The ones to the north of them, ones slightly to the northwest of those guys. So we definitely want to launch gas flights, and I'm taking this very seriously. I'm actually marking targets in both of those troop columns. I don't know if they're columns, but both those troop locations. So Tier 5 and Tier 6 respectively, and we're taking the big guns out this time. I'm packing 4 AGM 154 Alphas, and my wingman is also packing 4 154 Alphas. We're going to be releasing in sequence, so we have good coverage. Hopefully we can we have clear skies there, so we can actually deliver ordnance on target and not be made to jettison those prematurely. We also have gas flights operating in this northwestern. Probably I should give them some code names. I don't know. I'll keep saying northwestern, northern, but anyway, yeah, to target steers all along those plotted predicted target locations. For the second flight, with the Gypsy 1 flight, they're also doing pre-planned gas. Falcon 2 is also doing close air support, and they're focusing on these guys over here near the village of Crown. There is a headquarters battalion there, so hopefully they score pretty good. We also have another headquarters battalion over here to the west. We already have 6 jets in the air. Our jet number 7 is still into the air. It's a pilot of Avenger 1. He's still on patrol. So we're gonna definitely see Avenger 1 RTB on our way in. This is pretty much it. And alright, let's see how this thing goes.
On tower, position and hold.
Buzzard 1-1, ready for departure.
Alright, moving forward, just
ready for departure.
inch the throttle slightly, and we have our dolly go up, and steer 5's up next. 2 should be revealed. There it is. Make sure you don't cross this rubber line there.
On tower, you are cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
Runway 18.
Alrighty, clear for takeoff. So coming in, takes the left side runway. There we go. Okay, we're slightly, actually not slightly, but significantly heavier than we were the last time. So definitely this has an effect on our rotation speeds. The speed to actually pull the stick back. We're good to go. Running the jet up, and number 2 I can see sliding up just nicely. We have good parameters, and we're coming up on the throttle. Okay, make sure we stay nice and easy on the rudder. Now we have rudder 030. I want to make sure we use the rudder and very gently up on the stick.
1-1, coolant on tower. Resume on navigation.
And we also rexing the airbase traffic pattern over here via our right turn. Straight ahead, we want to jump in there to ground. We're picked up by
Falcon 2-1, current Sun Tower.
Patriots.
You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 18.
Go uniform 1,
Cobra 150.
uniform 2, and Victor 1.
Sentry 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 315, 35 miles.
Okay, this is not good.
1-1, direct hit.
It's not good at all. 78 miles to steer 5.
Bullseye, 010, 20 miles, 14,000.
This guy switched to bullseye, which is not good. Let's see the picture.
Cobra 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
Okay, clear picture for now. Definitely launchers, and no, we pretty much know what those launchers are going to do, especially in those first days of campaign. Just going to try to intercept us and just try to push us back there. That's all they're doing, launching us, even with R-27s, making us jet source and go south. Okay, try and keep speed up here on the way up. Okay, this is gonna be pretty poor climb performance, especially with this loadout. We're not expecting any better. I'm happy with what we have. We have a pretty solid firepower on board, and
2, in position.
let's see if we can use it to the fullest. Okay, visual 2. Alright, let's just make a quick change in the Joker. And this is pretty much what we're going to be doing for this mission, and probably 1 or 2 more missions. So I just want to make sure to set the right tone for the AI to follow, and it is just having good effect on target, and the highest priority target are those two groups moving south on the bridges. They'll be crossing the bridges probably at some point. We want to make sure when they do, they're not going to be high on number, and they're not going to be a massive threat to friendlies. Now, of course, friendlies can always pull south, but I don't want to do that, because even if we lose those 2 bridges, and if we lose Kusan, we've almost lost the campaign. Now, if we retreat back to Guangzhou, it's going to be pretty dense traffic there, with all the with the AWACS, with the tankers, and with the jets. And as far as airbase capacity goes, it's going to be it's going to hinder the air campaign pretty significantly. So those are the main priorities: to protect Gusan and try to protect those 2 bridges the best we can. We might have to destroy those 2 bridges at some point, funny enough, just to make sure those armor groups there stay at bay. I also had what I noticed on the last mission. I had some emissions from a ship, from a naval platform. So those little water basins you see there, those lakes. I don't know if they have ships in the lakes, probably not. But those 2 inlets there certainly hold ships. So stay extra cautious about any naval-borne SAM. Okay, there we go. Bogies 19,000 northwest.
Cobra 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Okay, these guys are fun. We have 2 Strobers, 40 miles. We're picking one up at 22,000. These guys go. and we have 34 miles to target. Leaving this thing at 704 because I know that works good. We're doing a single pulse release. We're master arm on. Lights are on. Tanks are feeding 10.0. Let's go ahead. Fence number 2 in. And right away we see this column on the FCR. We also want to make sure we have good VID there. Oh yeah, baby, this is this can be a massive. There we go. If we can do this thing, oh yeah, this is. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm after. And you can actually yeah, you can actually tell where they are. They are stationary right now, but those are certainly the guys I'm after. Alright, let's go back to the FCR and try to release here the best I can. There they are. Yep. Those are our guys. Let's get a picture there real quick.
Cobra 1-1, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 070, 50 miles, 17,000.
Okay, 50 miles. Sounds good. We have plenty of time here. So that's one away.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1. Be advised, threat aircraft bearing 040, 30 miles.
That's 2 away. I don't like how they're spread apart. That's 3 away. And we have one more here. That's 4 away. I'm going there here. I'm going to wait for a splash. I'm going to let number 2 loose. Strobers. Let's see what those strobers are. It's a friendly Hornet. And it's good that we have those Hornets off the East Coast. Because those are going to be a great help to us. Definitely. Okay, I see some splashes there. Whoa, a lot of troops. Okay, I want to make sure. Point those out to number 2. We're staying GMT. We have an, I say 15 to the north. I would say good splashes there. I want to make sure that number 2 picks up where I left off. So he's engaged my dangling target.
2, we'll go.
Good. Going back to air mode. I want to see the picture.
Cobra 1-1, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 105, 40 miles, 17,000.
Okay, 40 miles bent in. There we have this bug on my stick. Extremely unpleasant, and this thing is stuck there. Oh, I managed to fix it. Well, I'm not entirely happy with my hits there. It could have been a lot better, but those guys were spread apart. I didn't think they would be spread apart.
Chaff flare.
So there you go. Pretty effective defense on their part against cluster munitions. It's just move in
One, two. Good hit.
in a fluid formation. Okay, so number 2 is hopefully scoring hits. Let's see if he has anything left there.
Cobra, 1, 2. 2 bruisers.
Okay,
4 radar.
2 bruisers.
Fuel state 9, 5.
I don't want him to return those home, so yeah. I'm gonna let him hit.
Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Contact is a bogey.
Alright.
2, we'll go. Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 065, 20 miles. 1,000. Cobra,
Okay, 065, 065, 20.
bearing 070, 20 miles. 1,000.
Chaff flare.
4,000, so those are attackers. Those should be the Hornets right there.
Bruiser. Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Contact is friendly.
Okay, it's friendly, so let's get another pictures here, see what's what.
Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit 2.
Alright.
Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 080, 20 miles. 1,000.
Okay, that's not good. So they're right below the yeah, they're right below the Hornets.
Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Picture clear.
Okay, they just don't see him.
Sentry, 1. Contact is friendly.
Okay, bunch of friendlies there.
1. Sentry, 1. Be advised, red aircraft bearing
Chaff flare.
15 miles.
15 miles, now they're even closer. And I'm painting all the way from the ground up to 12,000. I don't see those guys. We have a base there that we engaged the SA-5 from.
Cobra, 1,
Chaff
1.
flare.
Sentry, 1. Picture clear.
Alright. And I believe number 2 expanded this.
Direct hit.
Good.
Cobra, 1,
Chaff
2.
flare.
4 radar.
Alright.
Fuel state 9, 1.
Grease rate 8.8, and let's RTB. Let's RTB this thing, and those are his latest hits. Right at the bridge there. Those are the two DPRK bridges to the north.
Cobra, 1, 1. Sentry, 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 055, 10 miles.
Alright. That's number 2 there, rejoin. 10 miles. He's either staying very low, so don't pick him up,
Chaff flare.
or AWACS. He's making fun of me. I don't think he's the latter. So let's,
Chaff flare.
yeah. So I'd say this is a successful BAI mission, and this is what we're going to be doing. As you can see, those are the 2 bridges, and they're going to initially cross in order to get to the south. Alright, so the debriefing screen. Alright, there we are. So those were 4 JSOWs and just 6 units killed. Pretty mediocre, I would say. You know, you would expect JSOWs to be much more effective, and the figures to be much higher than that. So they was spread apart, and they're moving in this kind of like defensive posture. Well, not a defensive posture, but they're certainly making sure they're not bunched up together. And we actually the official status of the mission is failed. So no damage inflicted to assigned target, and actually the assigned target they're kind of moving around, and we didn't hit our steer per se. Instead, we hit some targets of opportunity. So not too happy with this mission. Number two did better. We scored 14. So 0-0, 20 units destroyed. It's good, but you would expect much more from the JSOW. So the situation here has not changed too dramatically. We have some advancements there of enemy armor towards the south. Those remain our top priorities, and we're going to be putting some attention here to the western coast area. I want to make sure we get some interdiction fights in there as well. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.